Scarcely had Amad Diallo achieved hero status for securing victory against fierce rivals Liverpool in an FA Cup Classic, when he found himself unfavorably viewed by the referee, cast as the villain of the match. Following his shot that eluded Quinn Kelleher in the Liverpool goal, grazed the post, and bounced over the line amidst jubilation at Old Trafford, he swiftly removed his shirt to celebrate in front of the thrilled Stretford end. Overwhelmed by emotions, he understandably overlooked the fact that he was already on a yellow card, leaving John Brooks with no choice but to present the 21-year-old with a second yellow. However, as he made his way down the tunnel, such consideration seemed inconsequential. The Ivorian had firmly etched his name into folklore, with fans passionately chanting it, marking the arrival of the £37 million signing from Atalanta. "I think that is the best goal of my career," a beaming Amad, who had been playing on an empty stomach while observing Ramadan, told ITV afterwards. Sunderland supporters might contend that he produced even more impressive performances during his time at the Stadium of Light in the 2022-23 season. Nonetheless, the sheer delight evident on his face narrated the tale of a man who has overcome significant obstacles and left his past far behind him. At the age of 10, he departed Abidjan alongside his brother, embarking on a journey to Italy. They settled in Parma, where a youthful Amad would shine for the youth club Boca Barco. After garnering interest from several Serie A clubs, the promising youngster signed for Atalanta in 2015, subsequently evolving into one of the most sought-after talents in European football. However, in 2020, local authorities initiated an investigation into the circumstances of Amad's arrival in Parma. The case was transferred to the Italian Football Federation, FIGC, which later disclosed that Amad and his brother were implicated in a child trafficking scheme. Allegedly, 5 adults clandestinely transported Amad and his brother, Hamed Jr. Traoré, from their native Ivory Coast to Italy using a family visa. Fake documents indicated that Amad and Hamed, now a player for Bournemouth, would be under the care of their purported parents, Mamadou Hamed Traoré and Marina Edwige Karinata. The FIG alleged the 2 adults were not their parents, and even questioned if Hamed was Amad's real brother. A carefully worded statement from the FIG said that Amad had allowed, in order to be able to enter into his first professional contract with Atalanta, on July 11, 2018, the use of the false name Traoré Diallo Amad. Other non-registered subjects, Traoré Hamed Mamadou and Tamarina Edwige Karina, carried out acts aimed at obtaining false or altered documents to circumvent the rules on entry into Italy and membership, as a non-EU citizen already residing in Italy. It was found that they pretended to be the parent of the footballer, using false certificates attesting the relationship of kinship. Finally, for himself, to obtain subsequent membership cards with companies affiliated with FIG, continuing to use the false certifications that had allowed him to settle in Italy with fictitious parents. The case was concluded in 2021, after the FIG accepted a plea bargain from the pair who were fined £42,000. In a bid to distance himself from the scandal, the United winger opted to change his name, now sporting just Amad on the back of his number 16 shirt. Despite facing limited opportunities at the Theatre of Dreams, his development has remained unhindered. His stint with the Mackems during a loan spell swiftly endeared him to fans, emerging as a favourite among them. Prior to that, a lackluster loan period at Rangers left many questioning the investment in an untested talent who had only made 4 appearances for Atalanta before United's significant expenditure. A venture into the Championship proved instrumental in reigniting his career on English soil. Something seemed to click 4 months into his tenure when Amad netted 3 goals in 5 games in December 2022. His standout performances led to him being named the EFL Young Player of the Month, single-handedly propelling Sunderland into contention for the playoffs while proving to be a formidable presence for opposing teams. Under the guidance of Tony Mowbray, he flourished, with Mowbray adeptly leveraging his strengths and granting him the freedom to play in a versatile role. When Mowbray was relieved of his duties earlier in the current season, it felt appropriate that Diallo conveyed his well wishes to him via social media. In an Instagram story, alongside a photo of the manager, he wrote, "Thanks for helping me a lot in my training. Good luck, boss." By the conclusion of the 2022-23 season, Amad had notched 14 goals and provided 4 assists for the club across all competitions. The most memorable among them was a remarkable goal against Luton Town in the playoff semi-final, although it wasn't sufficient to secure his side a place at Wembley. Interestingly, he achieved this feat with United, who are set to clash against Coventry City next. His recent performances may have propelled him into Erik ten Hag's considerations for the first team. However, before that can materialize, he must serve a suspension in their upcoming Premier League fixture against Brentford.